Hi everyone, welcome to my channel ChemZap Chemistry. In my first video, we did the what is substance and its classification, and as I told you that in next video we are going to discuss some of the subjective questions based on the same topic. So today we will discuss the total 10 subjective questions of the 2 marks, 3 marks and 5 marks, and such type of question generally you will find in your school exams. So once you will go through such type of questions, right, so you will get the confidence in this topic and you can write the answer of such type of questions with full confidence, and you will get the very good marks in your school internal exams. So without wasting time, let us start. So question number 1. Define a substance and state its 2 main characteristics. So we know that what is substance? Substance is a special type of matter which is having the what? Uniform compositions. So what is the answer of these questions? Now check the answer. So now a substance is a special type of matter which is having the what? Uniform composition. Right? We did the same thing in last class also, right? So what is its 2 main characteristics? So first characteristic is that it is having fixed chemical composition, right? And it has the what? Unique set of physical and chemical properties, right? And cannot be separated into its constituent components by any simple physical methods like decomposition, boiling, filtration, etc. The core concept of this question is that a substance is a uniform matter with fixed composition and unique properties. So this is the what? Definition of the substance also. And this is the what? Answer of this question also. Now come to the what? Second question. All substances are the matter, but not all matters are the substances. Differentiate between the matter and substances with the help of one example of each. This is the 2 mark questions. So this statement we did in my first class, right? How all the substances are the matter, but all matters are not the substances. So now check the answer of this question. See, the matter is anything that has mass and occupy space. And in any proportion you can mix, right, any 2 pure substance or impure substances, then you will get the what? Matter. So matter don't have the what? Uniform composition. Example is your what? Soil or air. They are matter but not the pure substances or not the substance. But what is substance? A pure substance has a what? Fixed definite composition throughout. Example, pure gold or carbon dioxide. So this is the gold, right? Carbon dioxide gas is having what? Uniform composition. And the other side you are having the what? Matter, which is what? Soil, which is not having the what? Fixed composition. Based on its chemical composition and properties, why water is considered as a pure substance? Give 2 reasons. This is again 2 marks question, right? So as we did in last class that we can get the water from different sources, right? But the composition of the water will be same. It is made up of hydrogen and oxygen only, right? Now check the answer of this question. Water is considered as a pure substance because there's 2 reasons are there, right? First, fixed composition and fixed properties. So the chemical composition of water is always fixed, meaning is what? It is made up of hydrogen and oxygen, right? It do not depends upon the what? Source. The same water we can get from the river, glacier, rain or lab also. It is having the fixed properties. So as I told you last class, right? So just we consider the one properties of water, which was the what? Boiling point of the water. What are the different source of water we are having, right? From all the sources, if we are getting the water, so water will boil only at 100 degrees Celsius temperature, and its component cannot be separated by any physical methods like the what? Boiling, freezing, etc. So what is the conclusion of this answer? That it is having the what? Definite composition which cannot be changed, and it is having the what? Fixed boiling point. So water is having the what? Fixed boiling point and its composition is always fixed. Answer the following questions regarding the pure substances. This is 3 mark questions. Define pure substance. Classify pure substance into 2 main types. Give one specific example for each type mentioned in part B. One more question, one more question, one more question. So now answer of this question. So a pure substance is a type of matter that consists of a single type of particle. It has definite, uniform composition and fixed physical and chemical properties. This is the definition of pure substance. So there are two different types of pure substance are there, elements and compounds. Example of elements is what? Iron, gold, or you can write the sodium also, potassium also, hydrogen also, lithium also, right? Copper also, many elements are there. Carbon dioxide and water is an example of compound. So again we can write the word glucose as an example, then H2SO4 as an example, then hydrochloric acid as an example, then nitric acid as an example. So pure substance is having the what? Two types, element and compounds. So this is the classification of pure substance. Answer the following questions regarding the impure substances. What is mixture? One more question. Name the two different type of mixtures. One more question. Identify whether an alloy like brass is a homogeneous or heterogeneous mixture. This is again one more question, right? So now check the answer of this question, right? So what is a mixture? Mixture is an impure substances that contain two or more pure substances mixed together physically in any proportion, but the component of the mixture do not show any chemical reaction. There is no chemical reaction between the component of the reaction. This is the definition of mixture. So mixtures are the what? Physically mixed. So now how many types of mixture we are having? There are two types of mixture, homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. So what is the homogeneous mixture? Homogeneous mixtures are having the what? Uniform composition, while heterogeneous mixture is having the what? Non-uniform composition. So now from the question, alloy like brass is a homogeneous mixture because it is having the what? Uniform composition. So what is the conclusion of this question is that mixtures are the what? Physically mixed, brass is a what? Homogeneous mixture. So I hope that everyone is enjoying this question answer session, right? Based on the chemical composition of a pure substance, what is an element, what is a compound? Categorize gold and carbon dioxide as an element or compound. So see that this is the one more question, one more question, one more questions. So now check the answer of this question. An element is a basic form of matter that cannot be broken down into simpler substances by any chemical reaction. It is made up of only one kind of atom. So now see that gold, this gold is made up of only small particle of gold only, right? That's why gold is an element. But compound, what is compound? A compound is a substance composed of two or more elements chemically combined with one another in a fixed proportion by mass, right? This is the definition of compound. So as for example, check the carbon dioxide. In carbon dioxide, the mass of carbon is what? 12 gram and mass of oxygen is what? 32 gram. So what is the ratio of mass of carbon and oxygen? This ratio will be fixed, it will not change, right, by mass. So when two or more than two elements combine with each other in a fixed proportion by their mass, a new substance form. That substance is known as what? Compound. So now carbon dioxide is a compound and gold is an element. So what is the conclusion of this answer? Element is made up of one type of particle or one type of atom, and compound is made up of what? When two or more than two elements combine with each other and they are having the what? Fixed proportion by mass. So such type of new compound, such type of new substance known as what? Compound. Now check the next question. Question number 7. Analyze the concept of heterogeneous mixture. Again 3-mark question. Differentiate between homogeneous and heterogeneous mixture based on their visible boundaries. Give one example of a heterogeneous mixture. Why is soil considered as a heterogeneous mixture? See that all are the 1-mark question. So now check the answer. See that homogeneous mixture have a uniform composition with no visible boundaries of separation, while heterogeneous mixture have a what? Non-uniform composition where distinct boundaries between the different compounds or the substance are clearly visible. As for example, once you will check the mixture of oil and water. So now this is the boundaries between the oil and water. This mixture is having a non-uniform composition, and in this mixture what will happen? One boundary is visible. That's why oil and water is a type of heterogeneous mixture. Now, why soil is considered as a heterogeneous mixture? Because it has a what non-uniform composition, and you can easily see its different distinct part like pebbles, sand grains, and organic matters, and their visible boundaries. That's why soil is considered as a what heterogeneous mixture. So now single question you may get, why soil is a heterogeneous mixture, explain. So this is the answer of this question. Now question number 8. Explain the pure substance in detail. Discuss how elements are fundamentally different from compounds, providing at least 2 points of difference and 2 examples of each. This is the 5 marks question, right? This is a very good question. So now check the answer of this question. Pure substance have a definite uniform composition and fixed properties. So now once you will check the question again, right? So in this question, indirectly they are asking that write the differences between the elements and compounds. So now see the answer again. So element made up of only one kind of atom, compound 2 or more different elements chemically combined in fixed proportion by their mass, cannot be broken down into simpler substances chemically, can be broken down into constituent elements using chemical methods. Examples iron and oxygen, the examples water and sodium chloride. So what is the key difference between the element and compound? Elements are unbreakable chemically, but compounds can be broken down into the what constituent elements. As for example, water. Once you will do the what electrolysis of this water, so you can get the what hydrogen and oxygen gas. With the help of a detailed classification flowchart, explain how matter is broadly classified into pure substances and impure substances. Ensure you define each branches of your flowchart and provide at least one example for element, compounds, homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. So this is the flowchart. Matter is of 2 types, pure substance and impure substance, and it is also known as what mixture. So pure substance having what fixed and definite composition, impure substance physically mixed without any chemical reaction in any proportion, right? Homogeneous mixture having what uniform composition without any boundaries, example is what sugar solution. Heterogeneous mixture is what non-uniform, visible boundaries, example soil. Elements is made up of only one kind of atom, as for example gold. In compounds, what will happen? Elements are the what chemically bonded in fixed proportion, as for example water. Now this is the last question. A student conducts an experiment in a science laboratory and observes 2 different mixtures in 2 separate beakers. Beaker A contains sugar completely dissolved in water. Okay. Beaker B contains a mixture of chalk powder mixed in water. Identify the exact type of mixtures present in beaker A and beaker B. 2 mark question. Define the 2 types of mixture you have identified in part A. 2 mark question. Can the components of the mixture in beaker B be separated? If yes, are they separated by chemical reaction or physical methods? This is the 1 mark question. See that this is the one activity type of questions, right? Activity based question. Now check the answer, what answer is telling. So this is the answer of this. Beaker A contains homogeneous mixture while beaker B contains heterogeneous mixture. Why? Homogeneous mixture having the word uniform composition, components cannot seen separately. A heterogeneous mixture has a non-uniform composition, distinct components and boundaries are clearly visible. Right? So this is the homogeneous mixture, this is the heterogeneous. So this was the 10 subjective questions based on only one topic, what is substances and its classifications. I hope that everyone enjoyed this class today. So next video we are going to discuss the 10